instant messages, long distance calls, video conferencing. I think the call that we miss out on the most is our calling. For me, it happened at a very young age. I was 17 back then, and I was introduced to this magical organization called the School of Leadership. Ever since then, there has been no stopping. No parental guidance, no money conversation, no opportunities. Nothing could talk me out of it. I've worked with students, their teachers, bureaucrats, social workers, corporate professionals, and entrepreneurs, and I realized the power of human connection. I remember back in the time reading Steve Jobs, and he wanted Scully to become part of Apple. Steve Jobs wrote a note to him, which to date moves me. He said, "Do you want to spend the rest of your life selling sugared water, or do you want an opportunity to change the world?" And I asked myself this: will my life be defined by a nice job and home chores, or will there be a legacy that I will stand for throughout and that will live long after I'm gone? Hi, for the last 8 years I've been known as Umair Jaliawala. Before that I had a different identity, and that connects with my belief. We are not handmade, we are not man-made, we are God-made. He only creates distinction, He only creates perfection, He only creates what nobody can question. If we're alive today, if we're breathing, if this heart is thumping, then our purpose on this planet is not served. When our greatest passion, when that links up with world's deepest hunger, when the two come together, when your fun, when your pleasure is also helping somebody in pain, that's your calling. And that is something that you could do for the rest of your life without complaint, without crying about it, and without complacency. And when that comes into action, when that calling is the starting point, everything that you do has connection, has courage, has compassion, and has your most creative juices involved. And the little of the contributions that you make are worth celebrating them. I think the question is, what doesn't? I don't know who I am, I don't know how am I cut out, but I get excited by the tiniest of the things. Right now in this room, the very lights and the cameras and the lenses and the railings and all of it, and I wonder, where did these scenes come from? This is just the last 100 years that we have come this far, and before that, all the evolution that has happened. So yeah, the question is, what doesn't turn you on? And I believe it's our being blind, it's our being deaf, it's our being insensitive that we are not excited or we don't get inspired. I believe when the student is ready, the master appears. And that master could be anyone, from a child on the street to the finest of the teachers that we'll come across, from a book that we have kept for a long, long time, to a movie that we go to watch, to a gathering of friends. It can come from anywhere. So open your eyes, open your ears, open your heart to the world, and everything that you will see around will inspire you. That you can. Stop telling yourself that you can't. I know the news around, I know how we in our evolution have sort of stuck to the bad news only, the don'ts that we have been told over and over, and somehow this powerful being that we are, the trillions of computers functioning here and the thousands of emotions here, and this fantastic wiring of the vessels and the veins and the sensations that we are able to get in this body, and this fascinating world, the possibilities are endless. So stop telling yourself that you can't. In fact, I believe we owe it to the Creator who has given us this opportunity. All the talents that you have, from your time to your body, to your emotions, to your mind, to your spiritual powers, bring that out into action. You must. You owe it. So I'd like to read one of them to you. We keep getting a lot of these, Allah is most kind, but this one is a special one. I don't know if you're ever going to read this or not, but anyways, there comes a point in your life when you can't take it anymore and you just want to end the pain, and whatever it is at that point in your life. I don't remember the date when you came to our college. I was forced into this workshop by a friend. I was a mess that day and I've almost given up, but I don't know what happened. The moment you told us that there is a lot more to what we actually see, I thought maybe the fact that I was still alive at that very moment meant something. Maybe it meant that I was the unsurety in me, and when you started talking and you gave us hope, and some part of me wanted to live again. And for that, I wanted to thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. I don't know about others, but it kept me alive. it's beautiful, and I know for a fact that it doesn't happen because it doesn't come from us. I think it comes through us, because as genuine as you get in this profession, you start receiving ideas, and once it comes out from your most genuine part, it hits hard as well. It touches hearts, and all the theatrics and dramatics can take aside, because it's heart speaking to a heart, and that changes things.